بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
Okay, so now let's see how this process exactly happens. So the first thing we'll start with OSPF neighbors, the becoming neighbors, the first step. Now this is your first step whenever you configure the OSPF normally. So the OSPF process will start with something called hello messages. Now by default, there's router 1 and the router 2. Let's say these are the two routers what we have. And these two routers are like strangers. They don't know anything about each other. And whenever I configure the OSPF on this particular router, let's say, so again, the configuration also we'll see later on. So let's assume that we have configured the OSPF on this particular router. So it will start sending the hellos. But before it starts sending the hellos, like let's say I have just configured OSPF on this side and I have not configured anything on the other side. Now, basically this stage is something like the downstage, or maybe downstage is a kind of initial neighbor relationship state where both the routers are completely strangers, or indicates that I'm not receiving any hellos from the neighbor. Maybe OSPF is not configured, or maybe there is some problem with the link or whatever it is. Or sometimes, you know, the neighborship has established and the link has gone down. Then in that scenarios also the neighborship will be in the downstage. So the downstage is like an initial process where the routers are like strangers. They don't know anything about each other, or maybe they have not received any hello packets from the other side. Now, once you configure the OSPF, the process goes into the next stage called initialize stage. Now, in the initialize stage, they exchange the hello messages with each other. Like if you take an example, the router 1 and the router 2, let's say we are trying to establish the neighbor relationship between these two routers. Now the router 1 is going to send out a hello saying that, okay, hello, I'm so and so. It will send its some ID. We call it as router ID again. We'll talk about router ID in the next slides. So it says, I'm so and so. This is my name. Generally, the name is referred as router ID. And it's going to send out a hello saying that I see no one. Is there anyone who is also running the OSPF? And these hello messages are sent on a dedicated multicast address. So by default, there are dedicated multicast addresses used, like 224.0.0.5 and 6 is used for OSPF. Again, 6 is used in separate scenarios. We'll see that in the DR BDR concepts. So, and also like EAGRP uses the multicast address of 224.0.0.10. And if you're using RIP protocol, RIP version 2 protocol, it uses 224.0.0.9. Like that, there is a dedicated multicast address used by each routing protocol. So initially, it is going to send out a hello saying that I see no one. Basically, the hello says. And here we are assuming that we have configured the OSPF here, and maybe the OSPF is not configured yet on the router 2. But once you configure the OSPF on this router 2, now the router 2 will listen to these hello messages. Now these multicast addresses are like a dedicated address which is listened only by those specific protocols. Like all the OSPF routers, so if I'm running some OSPF routers, they all listen on this address 224.0.0.5. So if the opposite router is not running OSPF, then basically it will not listen to this hello message. Unlike broadcast, if you know broadcast, the broadcast is something everyone listen to that broadcast. But the multicast is like only selected group, and this address is reserved for multicast of OSPF protocol. And when we configure the OSPF on this router, it will listen to that hello message, and it is going to reply back with a hello again. Basically, the reply will come as a unicast, and in that reply, it will include its ID, whatever the ID it is using, and the reply normally comes as a unicast. So this is what happens in the initialize stage. In simple words, we can say the router will exchange hello messages. So it sends a hello, and you get a reply to that hello packet in the next step. And once I get a reply, basically now we call this as initialize stage, and then they come to a two-way stage where both the routers are neighbors. And now they become neighbor table. They establish something called neighbor table, and we can call them as neighbors now. Like I said, what is initialized stage? Initialized stage indicates that the hello packets has been received from the other router. And again, bidirectional commission, mostly, when the router is in initialized stage means you need to understand that the bidirectional communication has not been established, means it's not complete. Because once it completes, then it will move to the next stage called two-way stage. Like you can say the hello has been sent but not received, let's say. But once you receive a reply to your hello messages, then we call this as two-way communication has established. Now the router will move on to the two-way stage, which means the bidirectional communication has established between them. And of course, they do some DR BDR election. Again, probably this is something we'll talk about more in the later on sections. There is something called designated router and backup designated router. We'll see this in the more advanced topics later on. Okay, so initialized stage means where they are trying to send the hello messages, and when you say two-way means they have established the neighbor relationship. And basically what other things happens, like there are a few more points. Hello packets are always sent on multicast address 224.0.0.5, and then the router sends an hello on each and every interface. So which means, let's say I got this router and it is also connecting to the LAN interface, and I have configured the OSPF on this particular router. So basically it is going to send out a hello message out of each and every interface which is being advertised. Again, depends upon the network statement what we use inside the OSPF configuration. So which means it is by default sending a hello, expecting the opposite router is also running OSPF and it is going to reply back. And in case if the opposite router is not running OSPF and if it is not replying back, there is no neighborship established between these two, and there won't be any exchange of the routes. So basically this is something you need to know while troubleshooting, because when you're doing some troubleshooting with OSPF as well, the first thing we'll try to see is my router establish the neighbor relationship with my neighbor router or not. So there's a specific command we use like show IP OSPF neighbor. We'll try to see that in the configuration part anyway. So we can verify that by using this command. Okay, so it sent out a hello message out of each and every interface advertised, expecting a reply from that. If it gets a reply, it goes to the two-way stage. Like the process here is similar to this one, the same thing what I explained, a little bit more detail. Like initially the link comes up, that's the first step, and then the router is going to send out a hello, that's your next step, and it sends its router ID, and then the router 2 will listen to that hello message and it is going to reply back with hello again, that is your third step. And then the router 1 again, it is going to listen to the hello of the router 2 and then it will send back again the hello. So you can see here the router 1 is actually sending a hello 2 times, because first time when it is sending it didn't identify anyone. So basically it is on a multicast address, and then this particular router to listen and reply, and then it will reply back. So that becomes two-way. Now if you remember, I said two-way means bidirectional hello messages being sent, and when this happens, then basically both the routers will become the neighbors. And one more thing you need to know, basically they must be on the same subnet again. So whatever the interface is connected, if I assign this in 10.subnet and if I'm assigning in some other subnet, basically the neighborship will not form. So again, this is based on the basic IP rules what we have learned in the basic IP addressing. Of course, the opposite interfaces should be on the same subnet. So once the router comes to the two-way stage, then only the next stage will happen. So if you want to move to the next stage is like exchanging the databases. That's what the second phase or the next phase. And that is only possible when both the neighbors, they have come to the two-way stage. So this is like the prerequisite stage you have to finish before you move to the next stage, that is your exchange state. And there's one more thing we'll do it, we'll quickly verify, even though I have not shown you the configurations. But if you just go back here, I got my routers pre-configured here. And this is like pre-configured because I just want you to know a little bit verification wise, like I got these 3 routers which are already pre-configured with OSPF. So I'm not going to show you the configuration here because anyway later on sections I'm going to show you how to configure the OSPF a little bit in detail. But here I just want you to understand the OSPF process has been established here. And if you go on router 2 and if you verify the neighborship, we can use a command called show IP OSPF neighbor to verify the neighborship. And you can see the same thing here. If I go to my topology here, this is my topology and this is the verification. The same output. Now, again, you can see these are the router IDs of those individual routers and the stage. What is the stage exactly? Of course, priority values as well. We'll see that. And then what is the exact IP address of those specific interfaces? Like one neighbor is having this IP and other neighbor is having this IP, and on which interface they are connecting. So when your neighborship status is finished, then you will verify the neighborship by using this command. So anyway, when we get into the configurations, we'll try to verify these things. But just a part of the topic, I just want you to show you how the neighborship table looks and how we can verify.